And welcome to this historic event, a great launch of Global Goan Association registered under the Societies Act. My name is Nancia Tikuna E. Pereira. I'm currently based in California, but it's a privilege and honor today here to be in Amche Soviet Goan. A warm welcome to everyone for the grand launch of the Global Goans Association, an organization dedicated to uniting the global Goan community under one platform. The Global Goan Association is going to be a testament to the unity and diversity of the Goan community worldwide. It is frequently said that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one single step. The challenges posed by the COVID pandemic and other hurdles highlighted the need for a support system for global Goans, particularly those facing legal and administrative problems in foreign lands. This idea emerged through the initiative of one Goan while he was in London, and it became clear through his travels and interactions with the Goan diaspora. This dynamic Goan is based in Qatar. He has been in the limelight for the last 25 years as the leader of the Goan Cultural Association, Doha, Qatar, hosting a number of events, popular among them being the Mayball Queen, which was attended by film stars and celebrities. He's also the president of the Goan Welfare Association, Qatar. He also happens to be the first Goan NRI to file a written petition in the Honorable Supreme Court of India, New Delhi, to demand the NRI voting rights in the year 2016. He's also the recipient of the Global Goans Community Service Leadership Award from the Government of Goa in 2008. He's currently based in Qatar for the last 30 years. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to welcome the man behind this mega initiative for global Goans. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and let's welcome the man behind this initiative, Shri Simon De Silva. I'm going to request Flossie Kalasa to kindly escort our president onto the dais. Thank you, Flossie. Our next delegate, ladies and gentlemen, is the current member of the Goan Legislative Assembly, representing the Aldona Assembly constituency. He's also a former Advocate General of Goa and a senior lawyer who practices in the Bombay High Court in Goa and the Supreme Court of India. Ladies and gentlemen, he also happens to be one of the youngest serving Advocate Generals in Indian history. Please put your hands together as loud as possible and welcome Advocate Carlos Alvarez Ferreira. I would say one thing, let's not be stingy when it comes to applauding, requesting all of you to make thunderous noise. Thank you so much. Ladies and privilege, to welcome our next delegate, the Honorable Advocate Narendra K. Savekar, the Commissioner for NRI Affairs in the rank and status of a Cabinet Minister. Please put your hands together and welcome on stage the NRI Commissioner, Mr. Advocate Narendra K. Savekar. I would also request Tina Costa, the Director Administration of Global Goan Association, to please come up on stage and take your seat as well. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed a privilege and honor to have our dynamic Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod Sawant, serving as Goa's Chief Minister since 2019 as the chief guest this afternoon to launch the Global Goan Association. I would like to welcome Cajetan Rodriguez, the finance controller, who's come all the way from Qatar. So please come up on stage and take your seat. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep applauding. Let me not remind you and thank you for being so kind and generous when it comes to applauding. Next on stage, I would like to invite on stage Avon Colasso, the secretary of the Global Goan Association. Please come up on stage and take your seat. Goan Colasso. Next, I would like to invite Francis Correa, who's come all the way from Bahrain, the regional director. Please put your hands together for Francis Correa, who's come all the way from Bahrain. Next, I would like to invite on stage Cleston Tellis, who's come all the way from Ireland, the regional convener, to please come up on stage. Next, I would like to invite Miss Amber Pereira, who's come all the way from California, who's a member of the Global Goan Association. Please put your hands together and welcome Amber from California. Next, I would like to invite Juliana Carnero, who's come all the way from Miami, Florida, the regional convener. Please join us on stage. A warm welcome to Pamela Rodriguez, the regional director from UK. Please put your hands together and welcome Pamela on stage. Inviting and welcoming Socorro Fernandez, who has also come all the way from UK, a member of the Global Goan Association. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Fidelis Fernandez, also a member who's traveled all the way from Kuwait. Please put your hands together for Fidelis Fernandez. Alistair Fernandez, who's come all the way from Norway. Please put your hands together and welcome Alistair Fernandez, the regional convener from Norway. Inviting Melvin Menezes, who's come all the way from Oman, the regional director. Melvin Menezes, please come up on stage. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as a token of our love and appreciation, we would like to present bouquets of flowers to our dignitaries on stage. I would request the ladies if you could just stand right down. Yes. Thank you for the flowers. Thank you, ladies. The association was officially registered on May 10th, 2023 under the Societies Registration Act of 1860 in Goa. The next day, Simon De Silva, who has led the Goan Welfare Association in Doha, Qatar for 24 years, announced the establishment of the Global Goan Association at the 23rd Annual May Queen Ball, held on 11th May 2023. Spearheaded by Simon, the Global Goan Association is dedicated into uniting Goans globally and advocating their rights in their homeland, Goa. This initiative represents the collective spirit and the resilience of the Goan community, aiming to provide a caring network for Goans spread across the world. Let us begin the function by lighting the traditional lamp, requesting our dignitaries to kindly step forward and light the traditional lamp. I would request if some of you can go down. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we light the traditional lamp, I would once again request all of you to make a thunderous round of applause as we inaugurate the Global Goan Association. Thank you so much. Requesting all of you to kindly take your seats. No. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on this I would request all of you to take a seat downstairs, or maybe just stand, because we're going to be having a small audio clip. Yes. Thank you so much. Well, without wasting any further time, ladies and gentlemen, on this very special occasion, a global singing sensation, the global Goan heartthrob, Sanyo Fernandez has a very special song for our Goans with a message by our president, Simon Da Silva. So we're going to have the clip right over there. Thank you.
Nis goinka rame. Tentbur potak lagon. Pordesan gele ame. Pordesan sodans going to bauto over the lame. Pordesh izale ame. Pun porot goya etele ame.
Kai boron gaure amco subita yeco O jap zaun polon weta lukson saraco Yek motor aslolo sayar goen karanco Konai chan aturun zaina aslolo amco Kitle subit ko amche Meu cena dos três charcunche Subita il tembolelin Ti guardo da diamantice Bene anca de devace Sodan swing marun rauce Goi carami a socort Tensão neso reconace Kitlebau, ulniu amciu și-mpotleat sonsara Bond curun, apa plingara, konazau nadarak Zai dezan, serviço geun, asat bailea terrak Konai chan, visrong zau cena, aplea cu așarak Kitle subit cu amce Meu cena dos três charcunche Sou sarazzolo guagan Goa no ket muro dintice Teneam ca de devace Sodan swing marun rauce Aso suram so goin so saib Tensão neso reconace reto abril maiazo Kushin jiu borda soglia goinkaranzo Burgi kushi tempo tota ambe ponsanzo Holiday gaso itazante piwon corso ragazzo Kitle subit goamce Meu cena dos três charcuinche Subita il tempo lelin Ti guardo da diamantice Teneam cade de vace Sodat swing marun rauce Goi carami a sotcort Tensão neso reconace Kitle subit goamce Meu cena dos três charcuinche Som sarazzolo qua canta Goan occhiet muro d'impice Teneam cade de vace Sodat swing marun rauce Aso suram to going to side Tensão neso reconace
Dear fellow Goans, this is Simon De Silva, President of the recently formed Global Goan Association. Today I stand before you as a proud Nis Goinkar, just like each and every one of you. Global Goan Association has been formed to bring Goans under one roof, to demand with the government of India for dual citizenship. What you see behind me is not only ancestral home. It's a vessel of cherished memories, a testament of family love and bond. For several decades, many Goans have left our beloved and beautiful Goa only because of seeking brighter horizons, employment opportunities. They are better living, better education for their children, and better economical well-being. We have left and abandoned our ancestral homes, but one thing remains unchanged is our hearts, mind, roots, and our love for our Manakulian Goa. The essence of being Goinkar is a feeling that runs deep in our veins. Now the time has come to protect and maintain our identity, our rights, and our Goinkar bond. There's an African saying goes like this: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is a progress. And working together is a success. So let us all come together, work together to achieve this great success. We can create a legacy that honors the past and shapes the future. Register and join the Global Goan Association from the website link at the end of this video. Nis Goinkar ame, Tentbur potak lagon, Pordesan gele ame. Pordesan sodans goincho bauto over dol ame. Pordesh izale ame, pun porot Goya etele ame. Dev boren karo.
Goinkar ame. Current Sneeze Goinkar ame, and a beautiful message by our President Simon De Silva requesting all the dignitaries to please come up on stage. Requesting all the members to please join us on stage. Can we have the lights on, please? Ladies and gentlemen, the support continues to grow at various international events. The experiences and the encouragement our President has received has led to the formal creation of the Global Goan Association. The formation, focus, and future has more than it meets the eye. Let us hear about the aims and the objectives of the association from our President, Simon De Silva. Please put your hands together and welcome Simon De Silva to the podium.
Honorable Chief Guest, our Chief Minister, Dr. Pramod Sawant, Guest of Honor, Honorable NRI Commissioner, Advocate Narendra Savaikar, our very own, a guide, a mentor, and a special invitee of today's event, and a keynote speaker, MLA Aldona, Advocate Carlos Alvarez Ferreira, dignitaries on the days, of the days, ladies and gentlemen. You can take Goan out of Goa, but you cannot take Goa out from a Goan. Goans may live outside Goa, but their heart, mind, soul is always back home. Wherever they go, they know how to maintain their culture, their tradition, and that's called Global Goans. Global Goan Association is an association created to unite all the global Goans under one common platform. It's not a political, it's not a profit-making, it's not a religious association of Goans, by the Goans and for the Goans. It has been registered under Registration of Societies Act 1860. Our vision to collaborate all the Goan associations and communities across the globe to build this strong global network, to be the voice for Goans and Goans globally. Our aim is to nurture, preserve, and strengthen Goan roots, taking our culture, language, tradition to the world, foster love, hope, understanding, and care within the Goan community. Why and how Global Goan Association thought came in process and it became a reality today in this hall. COVID-19 is something that changed the face of the world. The economic crisis, the family disassociation, so many issues happened. And at that time, the thought came in my mind. When COVID happened, our NRIs, basically those who are having foreign passports, they are having OCI card. And the government of India banned entry of the OCI card holders. And basically, Goans who are having OCI card holders are mostly those who are having Portuguese passports. And most of them, everybody knows they are in UK, most of them. And I was in touch with all these people because at the same time there are many Goans stranded in Qatar. and the government of India offered a flight to bring them back to India. But we were not fortunate to get that flight on time, and I had to go and arrange a special first flight chartered flight from Qatar to Goa. And I really thank our Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Pramod Sawant, was instrumental giving in permissions instantly. And thank you so very much. That was a great thing, and what a great relief. Those people who are stranded, they came back at that time. And that time, the thought came in my mind, why? OCI card holders, okay, some people, they may don't want to, but our Goans who are in UK basically, besides Goa, they don't know UK or Portugal. For them, it's only Goa, their motherland. Their parents are here, their siblings are here, their houses are here. And I have been visiting UK a couple of times. So this thought came in my mind, and I said I will discuss with some people in UK and see what we should do. 2021, most of the countries lifted the ban traveling. So I went on holidays with my family to UK. I met one gentleman who is in Borough Council. He's a councillor, Goan. I shared with him the idea, the discussion came. And I said, why not we try to demand with the government of India, with the support of Goa government, dual nationality. He said, of course, many people are looking for that. I made some couple of individual meetings to see how the tempo is and how really people want it. So everybody wants it. I met prominent leaders in different locations like Wembley, Southall, Swindon, all these places. And I said, okay, I came back to Qatar because I'm based in Qatar. And I was talking to a couple of lawyers, politicians, and they said, it's possible, but whom should I talk to? The only man behind, expert of this constitutional knowledge, is only one and only, who shuffles from Aldona to Margao, is none other than our Honorable MLA, Advocate Carlos Alvarez Ferreira. And I came only for 10 days. So I said, sir, I want to meet you. He said, okay, this day we will meet. Okay, I said. Then I called him, sir, send me your location. He said, Simon, if you are busy, we'll talk on the phone. Sir, today evening I'm going, and I want to meet you only 5 minutes. He immediately sent me the location. I went to Aldona. He immediately, Simon came, he took me inside. I said, sir, this is the issue Goans are facing. We need to do something, we need to demand dual nationality. He said, Simon, let's do it, it's an need of an hour. I will do all the documentation of paperwork. If required, the bill will be drafted. You go ahead. Sir, my 80% job is done. Now I will travel all over the world. He said, go ahead. I took the flight, came back to Qatar. Then I went to UK. I had a couple of meetings. I met a couple of priests. Everybody supported me. They asked me, who is behind you? And the man behind me is none other than a gentleman sitting on the dais, Advocate Carlos Alvarez Ferreira. Everybody, father in Southall gave me church hall. He said, have meeting here. The response I got it, and I understood the amount of people are suffering just because they have passport, and OCI makes difficult. And if dual citizenship happens, there is nothing wrong in asking. Someone has to initiate something, but someone has to make an initiative to ask, demand. Government is ours, rule of the people, by the people, and for the people. And I'm sure we have a dynamic chief minister who can take this forward. And I request on my days, for your information, this is a non-political organization, non-profit making. We have invited all the political parties and all the section of community to attend this event. And sitting on the dais, our NRI Commissioner, very enthusiastic, our dynamic young visionary Chief Minister, and help us. We are here with great difficulties, hoping the association is made on hopes and expectations, and we are sure it will be done. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. Dream, dream, dream. Dreams transform in thoughts, and thoughts results in actions. French Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte said, "Nothing is impossible. Impossible is a word to be found in the dictionary of fools." Great ambition is a passion of grace, great character. Mother Teresa said, "Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow has yet to come. We have only today. Let's begin. Let's begin, sir." I will conclude with my quote of mission. "Nis goinकार आमी यात बोर पोटाक लागून परदेसांत गेले आमी. परदेसांत गोंयचो बावटो सदांच वयर दवरलो आमी. परदेशी जाले आमी, पूण परत गोंयां येतले आमी. देव बरें करूं."
Deo Bore Korum Bob Simon De Silva. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite our special invitee and one of the most admired persons in Goa for the keynote speech. Please put your hands together and welcome to the podium MLA Advocate Carlos Alvarez Ferreira.
Association of Goa, a global Goan association. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great initiative taken by global Goans to unite different people, different associations under one platform. Because when we have several associations, we can talk in different languages, though we have one common goal. But the difficulty becomes to achieve it in a unified manner. And I think the initiative taken by Simon in having this global Goans is a great vision to collaborate with all the associations across and build a very strong community network to be the voice of Goa and global Goans globally. Actually, what has attracted me to the association, let me be honest, I had undertaken a tour of Europe, and that was my first tour when I went with Luis Filero. Way back in 1993. We met so many people. I'm talking those years, you can think of it, when we had no mobile phones and all. So many Goans who longed to come back to Goa. When we met them, especially the old people, some singing Goan songs, cooking Goan food, and also talking of the stories back home. It was so wonderful, it was so touching, and many wanting to come back, but physically they were unable to come. And many had problems because of getting visas and all at that time. So I could see that eagerness, the longing and the missing which they had, and the affection and the love they had for Goa. And when Simon told me that he wants to have an association like this, and he wants to have this kind of, he has a dream to help the Goans fulfill their aspirations, I said to him, why not, and we can do that. So when he had invited me last year to Qatar, I gladly accepted that invitation for the May Queen Ball, and I was there. We know that Goans are unique all over the world, and Goans many times have held very, very important positions. Even till today they are holding very important positions. Let me be honest with you. Whenever you tell anyone you're a Goan, there's always a different approach, there's a different kind of a thought process, and the warmth and love with which we are received any part of the world, even in our own country, is something so ecstatic, so wonderful that it can't be described, but it can be felt. And I think that our Goans have left our shores, as Simon has said, not because they wanted to go. There would be a few who might have wanted to migrate for better opportunities, but it is because we lack opportunities, we have job problems, and many have gone because of these kind of needs, always longing to come back home. You would have seen that many people have even come back, invested and built homes, but nobody is living in these homes. They have gone back to their places where they are working, or further migrated from those places to other countries. So I think that we need to see this part of the migration, because don't forget, even when we have in animals or birds, you think of a migratory bird. The migratory bird travels miles and kilometers across seas and across oceans, but comes back home to roost. And this is one of the unique things I think that we go and still long, maybe to travel and to come back home, to sleep on that bed in that corner of our house, on that pillow which we always slept, and enjoy the bliss and peace which we enjoy as real Goans. But we have had some problems. And the problem is, once people have gone out, many have taken a registration of their birth in Portugal. And I have very candidly and honestly told people that the registration of the birth confers citizenship. You must not forget, passport is a travel document. Very often people have told me, but I don't have a passport. Many people in India don't have passports, but doesn't mean they are not Indians. Passport is only a travel document to travel overseas. Even within the country you don't require a passport. So the Portuguese law confers citizenship upon registration of your birth in Lisbon. And this is where many people believed that we don't have a passport, we won't apply for a passport, and therefore will still continue to be Indians. This is many times, many have felt this. And earlier, if you would know, the Portuguese government was giving what was known as a BI, they used to call that, Bilhete de Identidade. It was just an identity card. Not knowing the underlying implications of it was also an acquisition of a foreign citizenship. So we have a situation in Goa because Goans were already Portuguese. Goa, Daman and Diu was part of Portuguese colony. So when the government of India liberated Goa, Daman and Diu, by citizenship order of 1962, the Indian citizenship was conferred upon these people who were already residing here and who were Portuguese nationals. So the problem now became, while they are by blood, birth, Portuguese citizens, they are conferred with or thrust upon with an Indian citizenship. Then question comes, what happens? If I was asked a straightforward question, it simply is, those people have not voluntarily acquired citizenship of a foreign country. So they would not fall into the trap of Article 9 of the Constitution of India, where a person who voluntarily acquires citizenship of a foreign country ceases to be an Indian national. But having said that, had they probably continued with it and probably gone to Portugal, things would have been different. But having remained here and thereafter being given Indian citizenship, went to register their births in Portugal, there came the complication. Because you have taken a positive step while being an Indian citizen to therefore seek allegiance with another country. And when you did that, you have voluntarily acquired citizenship of another country. So this becomes the conundrum which they had to face when they registered their births. Many, I also know, like father, mother, took also minor children and registered them. Naturally, those minors will not be liable until they have acted upon this same registration to further their cause by obtaining Portuguese passports or the Portuguese card, which now today they're giving Cartão de Cidadão, which is a citizenship card. They're giving that. The BI is not being given, the Cartão de Cidadão is being given. So once the Cartão de Cidadão is given, it confirms what you need not be told, it is a citizenship card. And those minors have an option of saying, I'm not interested, I want to retain the Indian citizenship. But what if you continue oblivious, you can always justify that I have not taken it voluntarily, I have not acted on it, and nor have I further taken any steps to either get a card or to get a passport, and I still continue to be in this country. But if you have progressed further to assert the rights under that registration, you can't turn around and say, I know nothing about it. Let's be honest on that. Nationality, and citizenship are generally two different words. And nationality is, you can be a person born, let us say, in Dubai, and you can be the national of Dubai, but you can be a citizen of India because your parents are Indian citizens, or either one parent is an Indian citizen. So citizenship, while is interchangeable, you can apply for and acquire different citizenship. Nationality is what you have when you were born. So with this kind of a situation which arises, Goan, the Portuguese law uses the word law of nationality. It doesn't use the word law of citizenship. So therefore we have to understand that the law of nationality, which is in Portugal, actually also gives you citizenship. And I will just read you certain provisions just for your understanding, and so that we are always very clear on these terms. First is Article 1, Portuguese by origin are the children of I'll just read in the relevant one, of Portuguese mother or father born abroad if they have their birth registered at the Portuguese civil registry, or if they declare that they want to be Portuguese. So when you are registering your birth or you make that declaration, that's the time you get this citizenship. Article 11 of that law also provides the effects of attribution of Portuguese nationality retroact to the time of birth without prejudice to the validity of juridical relations previously entered into under a different nationality. It means it relates back to your date of birth. That is why you are registering your birth. And it is subject to, of course, if that country from where you have come, that is, you are subject to something, you will be subject to it. Article 16 says, the declarations upon attributions, acquisition, or loss of nationality must be recorded in the central national registry kept by the Central Registry Office. This is that registration which is being done. I saw there was an article in one of the newspapers, or it was probably on a TV interview, which tried to say that, and that was of my colleague, Advocate Radarao Gracias, who said that this is only an inscription of the birth, because your registration is done in Goa, you're only inscribing a birth in Portugal. This law, please be clear on it, this law speaks of registration of the birth. It doesn't talk of the word inscription. It may be technical in inscription because you don't register a birth two times. You register initially and then you transcribe it over there. Like how when Goa was not part of India, people born out of Goa had to transcribe their birth under Article 245 of the Civil Registration Code in Goa to get effect of the Portuguese law. Now, Article 19 of this Portuguese law uses these words. The registration of an act that results in attribution, which attribution means attribution of the Portuguese nationality, acquisition or loss of nationality is made by inscription or annotations. So that's it. Your registration will be in the form of an inscription or annotations. So these are the things which you should know. And Article 21 speaks of this registration, and Article 22 speaks that the acquisition and loss of nationality are proved by the respective registrations or by the annotations added to the birth registration. So Once we see these, then we know for sure these things happen. I happened to mention yesterday at Azad Maidan when there was a program. You see, what is happening is many people who have applied, and the Honorable Chief Minister may also kindly note in this aspect what is happening, that there are many people who have applied for this, obtained this citizenship or this registration of birth, and when they are going in for, actually they're not entitled to renew their passports, when they're asking for surrender of their passports, what is being done is, if you have held a registration of your birth and you say, I have done it, because the time limit of 2 years or 3 years which is there to surrender, and they have crossed it because many people have not known it, what they're doing is they are revoking the passport and not cancelling it. The revocation is now creating a problem, because by revocation they are disentitling you to getting an OCI card. If you have a cancellation, they are allowing you, but when there's a revocation, they're not allowing. So this is now the problem which people are facing, because this is the first step. At least the OCI card gives you that unlimited entries and like an open visa to come into our country and go whenever you want, and time frame of residence and all is not there as on a visa. So this is the first step, I think, which we need to attend to. So at least as a stopgap measure, until the government of India can take a decision on the dual nationality, because I know that dual nationality is our focus. And dual nationality, see, as I mentioned, is if we want, people want to come back and we want to get our people back with whatever highest qualifications, if we keep the doors open, people will come back. If we close the doors, they will say, why would I come back to hostility? Why will I come back to just fight? And in this process, we see, when we travel around Goa, so many houses in ruins, so many houses, beautiful houses collapsing. In fact, even one of the videos where Simon was outside a ruined house, we were just wondering where it was, and a beautiful one. Lucian and I were trying to decode that, I would use that word. But it's that is the story of Goa, which you could see in picture, that this is what is happening, and our Goans are going, and then this kind of migration will not let another Goan come in, but others will come and change the entire demography of Goa. And therefore I feel that I know that it is not with the government of Goa to amend constitution, it's not with the government of Goa to amend Citizenship Act, but it is within the power of the government of Goa to make a recommendation to the government of India. And I would appeal to the Honorable Chief Minister, the NRI Commissioner also, and in this context, we had taken a decision few days back that we will move a resolution in the House to request the government of Goa to forward this resolution to the government of India for consideration of dual nationality, which will be in interest of people who have suffered this situation unwillingly, unknowingly, and fallen in this kind of what I call a trap, and thus lost their nationality, lost the citizenship of India, having left themselves in this, I would say, foxed out situation because they just registered. Some of them registered probably thinking that children will take benefit, and nobody has gone anywhere. They have not left the shores of Goa, but they are today going to be non-citizens and non-entities. And it is more dangerous, why I say? Because when you cancel the registration wherever you have made abroad in Lisbon, that's the biggest case, if you cancel, you don't automatically get Indian citizenship, because you could cancel and get Brazilian citizenship. Maybe you could cancel and get New Zealand citizenship. There's no presumption in law that you get back an Indian citizenship. And for this reason, what would happen is that you would have to come back legally into the country, stay for 7 years, apply, and by law, the grant or refusal of a citizenship is a political and administrative act. Please listen to these words carefully. It's a political and administrative act beyond the competence of courts. Even the court cannot ask you why you gave or why you refused. They can't ask you produce the file. And the Supreme Court has held on this. Because that can be foreign relations, security of the nation. Many reasons can be there and they can't disclose in public domain. So the courts have said you can't call it. So therefore, our people who, if they cancel their registration, don't get back, they stand neither here nor there and they face a bleak uncertainty. I will also advise those who think that what I'm saying may not be right, can check the birth registration which has been done, which has been cancelled. And after the cancellation, there's an annotation below. Perdeu nacionalidade portuguesa, which means lost Portuguese nationality. This is what is written at the foot, the moment you have cancelled. So which means your registration gives you the nationality, which is the citizenship there, they use the word nationality, and the cancellation gives you total loss of the nationality. So therefore, our humble appeal to please think positively, and I know that we Goans are very good people, we are all peace-loving, and I know that our government is also having a soft corner for many of our Goans. They are trying to get the best people. We want to pull in the people who are holding such high positions, very highly intellectuals, highly qualified people. And I think that if we can do this step at a time, I know that we may not achieve this overnight. Because if you remember, when the Indian diaspora in 2000 had made a demand, before that they had made a demand for, when Vajpayee government was there was the demand of the Indian diaspora for dual citizenship. And the NDA government there, headed by our Prime Minister Vajpayee, had constituted LM Singhvi committee. And pursuant to that, the PIO card was introduced. The citizenship law was amended. Still there was a demand by saying it's not fulfilling the aspirations of the people. Then came the OCI card. After the OCI card, because there were two cards and creating confusion, both were merged into one. And now you have only that OCI card. With again amendments to the citizenship, I appeal to the government of Goa, I appeal to the Honorable Chief Minister and the NRI Commissioner also to take up this matter to ensure that the aspirations of many who are come, you can see that there are not just people who are here in the hall, there are many others who write expressing their desire to come back and to be part of their homeland once again. I will also share one small thing before I conclude. There was a lady who was staying in Salvador de Moon, and several years back, some person, a neighbor, came to me and told me this lady was in Pakistan, she's come back to Goa. She made her Aadhaar card, she made a ration card, everything. And I think during one of the surveys, someone found that she had come from Pakistan. And she was very old, and maybe 85, I think. And she came to my office like that with a stick and everything in the Panjim office. And what was the problem? She was being prosecuted for having obtained this Aadhaar card and ration card and all that. She had no one. She had her house. She had her house where she told me that's where my parents lived. And the story she told, I would have felt like crying. But since I see these kind of cases, I'm a little stronger and I can withhold. But otherwise, it's a very sad story what she said and how she said. And the neighbor fortunately brought her. And then contacted her son who was a doctor in London. And I told that, what are you doing? Why are you keeping your mother here? Finally, I went to the judge. Let me be honest. I went to the judge and told the judge, it's a very sad story, but we don't know what to do. And where will you keep her? If you convict her, you're going to put her in jail at this age. So the judge said, I can do the maximum I can do. Penalize her for 5,000 rupees, but she must leave the country. And then I asked the son, this is the date of the judgment. You come and pay that 5,000 rupees and please take your mother. Please, I don't want her to be languishing in jail because otherwise she's overstaying illegally or staying illegally over here. And he came, poor fellow came, and he he came with 3 children, and the poor 3 children were sleeping in my cabin. I think they were very tired with the travel. But the man came and took. There will be many people like this who are still here. You see, I would use the word abandoned sometimes by their children, by their families, and they live alone. What about them? So therefore, I appeal, look at it from a humane side, look at it with sympathy, with empathy as it deserves. And I think that we will be able to. I know the Honorable Chief Minister to be very positive-minded, and he can definitely deliver and assure us that something good can come out. Thank you very much.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, on this historic event, we at the Global Goan Association, we appreciate the Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod Sawant's time he has taken to be here with us during his busy schedule. Ladies and gentlemen, on this very historic moment, please put your hands together and welcome the Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod Sawant, to the podium to address the gathering. Please put your hands together and welcome our chief guest. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before that, I would like to invite Advocate Narendra Savaikar, the NRI Commissioner, to kindly address the gathering. Please put your hands together and welcome Advocate Narendra Savaikar.
Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant, keynote speaker and my colleague Advocate Carlos Ferreira, President of Global Goan Association, Simon De Silva, in the audience, MLA Reginald Lawrence, ex-Chief Minister and ex-Rajya Sabha member Luisino Falero, ex-MLA Damu Naik, then Advocate Irish, I think Yatish has left, and other dignitaries and my dear friends. Friends, you will have to excuse me because I have a very bad throat, so that's the reason why I told him that I would not like to speak, but still he said that people are watching, so you have to speak for a few minutes. Anyway, Carlos has thrown light on the entire issue, and rightly so. This is a dual citizenship, dual nationality is a very complex issue. As an NRI commissioner, many people come to our office with various kinds of pleas, various kinds of issues, and we try to help them out. And one of the cases that he referred to from Salvador de Moon, the similar kind of an issue which we came across was from Chichini. One lady, she came and her parents were born in original Goans, then went to Pakistan for some reasons, then their house is here, and all those issues, and both were sisters and they had come to our office. Anyway, these are the issues which he has rightly referred to. Friends, dual citizenship, the issue arose because of the cancellation of the passports by the passport officer. And that is precisely because of the judgment by the Kerala High Court, wherein the church passed a judgment saying that, in fact, that penal provision is not there in the act, and as a result of which he said that you cannot penalize the people. So now subsequently the passport officers started revoking the passports. So as a result of which, many of our Goans whose passports, and the entire story, the chronology has been put before you, and their passports have been revoked by the passport office. Well, so far as Goa is concerned, we have a privilege of registering our births in Portugal. I won't go into the entire legal framework as it has been rightly pointed out by my dear friend Carlos. This needs a solution. And this solution is within the legal framework as well as the policy framework. And for that, that is not in the hands of the Goa government, but it has to be taken up to the higher levels. One of our Rajya Sabha members, Shri Sadanand Shettanavade, recently has raised this issue in the Parliament. And Honorable Chief Minister is also pursuing this issue on behalf of the government at the central level. I'm quite confident that some solution, I was just discussing with Simon, that some solution could be found out so far as this issue is concerned. And whether it's a dual nationality, a dual citizenship, whatever that we may term to, there is some LM Singhvi's report also. But in spite of all these things, the government will have to come to some conclusion and find a way out. And with all kinds of persuasion from the Goa government as well as from the Honorable Chief Minister, I'm sure a decision will be taken, because many of our Goan diaspora is spread throughout. Many times they call us for various issues. I know some of them, they call us because of the property issues. Their properties are here, somebody enters, encroaches into the property, then the issues arise, then they say that we think it's legal help. So then we have to, as an NRI from our office, we have to help them out. So we try to do whatever best possible that we can do. But still, this, so far as this issue is concerned, this issue needs address, and so therefore I'm quite confident that the government in the state as well as the center will definitely find a solution to this. I congratulate Simon. Almost 6 months back, when Simon had come to my office, he said that he wants to, in fact, come out with an association wherein all the association or Global Goan Association. But so far as NRI Commission is concerned, we have an issue. And I had raised this issue with Simon, that we don't have a data with us. The Goan diaspora who has spread across, because because during COVID times, we realized, because many people, when they started contacting us, they said that we are stranded here, we are stranded there. We tried to, when we tried to find out, but we felt that there is no data with the NRI Commission. Subsequently, we tried to gather the data from the Immigration Office as well as from the Shipping Ministry, and from there we could get some data. But I would appeal to Simon and his entire team that if you can convince your colleagues, if you can convince the diaspora across, we have a platform which we have developed on the website wherein the people can register themselves, so that at least NRI Commission or the Goa government can have some data of the Goans who are spread across. That will definitely help us in extending whatever best possible help whenever it is required to the Goans who are there settled in the entire globe. I once again congratulate Simon, his entire team, for this Global Goan Association, and I wish that through this association, the issues can be raised, the issues will be sorted out, the issues will be redressed. But besides that, आमचे माणकुले गोंय जे तुवें सांगलें, ते माणकुले गोंय राखपा खातीर तुमी खंय आसत जाल्यार सुद्दां ह्या गोंयचेर तुमची नदर आसूं आनी माणकुले गोंय राखपा खातीर सगळ्यांनी आमी यत्न करुया, इतलेंच तुजे लागीं मागता. आनी ते करता आसतना तुमचो सगळ्यांचो हात आसूं नी, तुमचो सगळ्यांचो सपोर्ट आसूं नी, तुमचो सगळ्यांचो तेंको आसूं नी, बिकॉज यू आर आवर एम्बेसेडर्स अक्रॉस द ग्लोब, and as people see you, they see Goan in you. So let us all protect our Goa, protect our culture, and protect Goa as it is. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shri Advocate Narendra Savaikar. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome to the podium our Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod Sawant, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, friends. For the Goan Global Association inaugural program, along with me, my friend Advocate Carlos, Advocate Narendra Savaikar, and Mr. Simon De Silva, other dignitaries on the dais, among the audience, ex-Chief Minister Luisin Falero, Reginaldo, ex-MLA, ex-MLA Damu, and my ladies and gentlemen. It is both the privilege and honor to stand before you today at this auspicious launch of the Global Goan Association. As the Chief Minister of Goa, I am deeply moved by a remarkable journey that has led us to the momentous occasion. The journey marked by the resilience, integrity, and unwavering spirit of Goan worldwide. First and foremost, I wish to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Global Goan and NRI Goans, whose invaluable contributions have been cornerstones of the Goan's economy and cultural prosperity. Your achievement and sacrifice have not only elevated our state on the global stage, but have also brought the pride and honor to every Goan heart. Your hard work and dedication across the various corners of the globe are the testament to the indomitable Goan spirit. Today, we stand united, celebrating the success and achievement of the Goan globally. Your success stories in diverse fields has far-flung the nation. It resonates with the enduring legacy for our homeland. You are the ambassadors of our culture and the harbingers of our traditions and architect of our global identity. At the heart of our gathering in men whose vision and relentlessly efforts have been instrumental in bringing together, which is Mr. Simon De Silva. His dedication and leadership have been pivotal in uniting the Goan under the common banner. Simon, and your hard work has not only bridged the distance, but also kindled and the spirit of unity and cooperations among the Goan worldwide. Your efforts and orchestrating the relief during the pandemic and advocating for the rights of the Goan in abroad have set the benchmark for the community service and leadership. Looking towards the future, I see the bright horizon for a Goan illuminated by the collective strength and unity of the Goan worldwide. If we community come together, uniting our hearts and minds, there is no limit to that, and we can achieve our beloved state. The synergy of our efforts can usher in a new era of the development, prosperity, and cultural reassurance of Goa. As we embark on this new chapter, I urge every Goan, and whether in your homeland or across the sea, to join hand with the Global Goan Association. This platform is not just an organization, it is a moment of confluencing of our dreams, aspirations, and collective will. Your participation and support are the crucial in shaping the future of Goa, in ensuring that our state continue to thrive not just economically, but as the beacon of the culture, heritage, and communal harmony. आणि परत एकदा आम्ही जशें म्हटलें, बाब सायमन हाणें परत परत सांगलो आपलो स्लोगन, एत बर पोटा खातीर आमी ग्लोबली गेले आनी घडये कदाचित आमचें पोट भरलें, बट परत एकदां आमकां माणकुल्या गोंयांत आमकां परत एकदां येन दिसता. आमकां तीच उमळशीक कदाचित 2 जनरेशनां पयलीं सोडलां आसतलें, बट परतूय आमकां गोंयांत येवपाचो मोग आसा, कारण आमकां गोंया विशीं मोग आसा. त्या सगळ्या गोंयकारां खातीर म्हाका दिसता ॲडवोकेट काल्लूस उलयता आसतना, ॲडवोकेट नरेंद्र उलयता आसतना, इदर dual citizenship, either surrendering of the passport, either the OCI card, there are the different issues. But at present, we are pursuing that with the government of India. But definitely, for last of 60 years, for last at least for the 40-50 years, no one has think. But now, the Simon, you have taken the leadership, and we, the government, is following this matter with the government of India. हाजेर सोल्यूशन काडपाचो आमचो प्रयत्न आसा. जेन्ना आमच्या एखाद्या गोंयकाराक जो ओरिजिनली गोंयकार आसा, जशें म्हटलें की परत एकदां तेंच घर बांदून केन्ना तरी रावपाक थंय येवपाची जाची इच्छा आसा, ताका परत एकदां रावपाक मेळपाक जाय. ताज्या जनरेशनांतल्या कोणाक तरी जर येवन दिसलो जाल्यारूय गोंयांत येवन वचपाक मेळपाक जाय. तितकी आपुलकाय गोंया कडेन तुमी दवरपाक जाय आनी दवरपाक सोदता हें पळोवनूय मनाक खूब बरें दिसलें. Next thing, regarding आमी पळयता की land grab matter, there is so much property which is grabbed by so many people. But after the formation of SIT land grab, I think at least 90% had stopped now. हाज्या पयलीं कशाय पद्दतीत प्रॉपर्टी, कोणायची प्रॉपर्टी कोणूय विकतालो 90% तरी बंद जाल्या. म्हाका दिसता हाज्या फुडें तें completely 100% बंद जावपाक there should be the coordination between us. So there are so many issues. So Simon will take the initiatives through the Global Goan Associations and our NRI commissions and the government. Any issues of our originally Goan who is staying in a wherever in the globe, definitely will take that issue, will try to resolve, okay, with the government of Goa and with also with the government of India. हांव परत एकदां म्हणजे तुमकां सगळ्यांक आयच्या ह्या ग्लोबल गोवन एसोसिएशन जे फॉर्म केलें जेची फर्स्ट स्टेप खूब कमी जाणकाय आसना हांगासर घडये कदाचित अप्रॉक्सिमेटली 60 to 70 पीपल्स बट वी हॅव ट्रॅवल्ड ऑल द वे फ्रॉम द डिफरंट पार्ट ऑफ द कंट्री. मग खूप ऐकून बरें दिसलें. ऑल द वे अवर लेडीज फ्रेंड्स जेंट्स ऑल ट्रॅवलिंग आय थिंक तेंच्यांनी 8-10 वरां ट्रॅवल केलां आसतलें बिकॉज ऑफ दीस फंक्शन ओन्ली. हांव मना पासून तुमचे खूब खूब आय वेलकम यू ऑल ऑफ यू बिहाफ ऑफ द गव्हर्मेंट ऑफ गोवा, बिहाफ ऑफ द पीपल ऑफ गोवा. बिकॉज एक आस्त आसा, एक मोग आसा गोंयचो म्हणून तुमी ट्रॅवल केलें. इतके पयस ग्लोबल गोवन एसोसिएशन ज्याचें फॉर्मेशन करपा खातीर तुमी मुद्दामून गोंयांत आयले. आय थिंक त्या खातीरय तुमकां परत एकदां वेलकम करता. आनी नरेंद्रान सांगला त्या प्रमाणे आमी ग्लोबली जरी खंय असले आमच्या काळजांत गोंय आसा आनी त्या गोंया खातीर जर कितें करपाक मेळ्ळें जाल्यार डेफिनेटली तुमचो एक हात फुडें आसतलो गोंया खातीर करपाक. त्याच पद्दतीन तुमच्या खातीर कितें करपाची संद मेळ्ळी जाल्यार गोवा गव्हर्मेंट डेफिनेटली वील गीव यू हँड इन फ्युचर ऑल्सो. त्या खातीर आयच्या ग्लोबल गोवन एसोसिएशन हाका हांव बेस्ट विशीस दिता. तुमच्या सगळ्याक इन फ्युचर प्रोग्राम्स आतांच बाब सायमन सांगतलो की इन फ्युचर वील ऑर्गनायज वन कन्वेन्शन इन UK. माझे तर म्हणणें आसा की इन फ्युचर वील ऑर्गनायज वन कन्वेन्शन इन द नेक्स्ट इयर इन गोवा. सो डेफिनेटली वील कॉल डिफरंट म्हणजे वील प्लॅन आनी अलॉंग वीथ द ग्लोबल गोवन एसोसिएशन तुमच्याच बरोबर मेळून सो दॅट आमी टार्गेट करपाक शकतले. वेगवेगळे गोवन आमचे खंय खंय आसा तांकां इनवायट करपाक शकतले. तर इन द डिफरंट फील्ड डिफरंट सेक्टर्स ओके दे आर ग्रेट अचिवमेंट्स. ह्या सगळ्या जाणांक एका बॅनराच्या सकयल आफून वी कॅन हॅव द कन्वेन्शन फॉर द 1 day या 2 days इन गोवा इट सेल्फ फर्स्ट. देन वी कॅन डू द डिफरंट कन्वेन्शन इन अ डिफरंट कंट्री दॅट वील हेल्प फॉर द गोवन इन फ्युचर ऑल्सो. वन्स अगेन माय बेस्ट विशीस फॉर द ग्लोबल गोवन एसोसिएशन्स. थँक यू.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you, first and foremost, I would like to introduce the chartered accountant, the auditor for the Global Goan Association. We would request Mr. Dattaraj Pavaskar to kindly step forward, who's a CA for the last 33 years and specializing in international taxation. Next, I would like to introduce our banker. Kindly step forward, Mr. Dattaraj Pavaskar. Thank you. We would also like to introduce the banker that we are banking with. The Global Goan Association is banking with Axis Bank, and today we have Ms. Carmen Villegas, the cluster head of Axis Bank. Carmen Villegas, kindly could you please stand up? You can step forward. We would like to present you a bouquet of flowers. And last but not the least, ladies and gentlemen, the web designer is Codrix Solutions, which has been founded by Shritesh Tilwe, and today we have Rohit Naik representing the institution for 15 years, requesting Rohit Naik to kindly step forward or kindly stand up so we know he's right there behind. Requesting you to kindly step forward. Codrix Solutions is a reputed IT company based in Ponda and dealing in all kinds of IT services. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome the Director Administration of the Global Goan Association, Ms. Tina. All right. We're going to have the open forum first. You're most welcome to kindly express your thoughts. Come forward and express your thoughts. It's time now for the open forum.
Sorry, I will not take much time. सगळ्यांक भूक लागली आसतली. So dignitaries on their days and off the days. So I'll take this opportunity to congratulate Simon De Silva. एक क्लस्टर तयार केला ग्लोबल गोवन आणि जे डिमांड्स आसात ते डिमांड्स सरकारा फुडें घातले. हांव हांगा मुद्दामून कित्याक मांडटा की तांच्यांनी 2-3 एक गजाली दवरपाक जाय की आमी हळू हळू गोंयकारपण विसरल्यात. गोंय इल्लेंशें माणकुलें गोंय आनी हे गोंयकारचो मोग आसा म्हणून सगळे एकठांय जाल्यात. पण हे एकठांय जायतना 2-3 गजाली आसा त्यो चड गरजेच्यो. दीस इज नॉट ओन्ली इश्यू अबावट लँड अँड सिटिझनशीप ऑर नॅशनॅलिटी. बिसायड दीस देर इज अ लँग्वेज इश्यू. हा मुद्दम उलयता कोंकणीन. 14 डिसेंबर आमचो पांय तियात्रीसान हें केलें. आयज ताका 150 वर्सां जाता पांय तियात्रीस. त्या 150 वर्सान पांय तियात्रीसान गोंय सांबाळटना कितलो त्रास भोगलो आसतलो. ती कोंकणी जिती करपाक लागून तो कसो सायकलीन भोंवला काय बसीन भोंवला काय कित्यान भोंवला कोणाक खबर ना. आनी त्या तियात्राच्या माचयेचें आसतलें जाल्यार तें लँग्वेजीक लागून आसतलें. ताणें गोंय सांबाळून दवरपाचो प्रयत्न केलो. आयज आमी तेंच उलयतात. लिजबोनाची तियात्र आसतली आनी कितें आमी तें कातरां आसतलीं त्या हातूंतल्यान. सो खंय तरी आमकां खंय तरी दिसपाक जाय ती हळू हळू ही लँग्वेज काबार जाता ती सांबाळपाक जाय म्हणून दिसपाक जाय काय नाका. सो ह्या फोरमाच्या हातूंतल्यान हांव ओपन फोरमांतल्यान इतलेंच मागतां की आमी हें सगळें आसा तें सांबाळून दवरपा लागून हे जर बारीक बारीक इश्यूज आसा ते सुद्दां मुखार व्हरुया. जाल्यार म्हाका दिसता आमी सगळे परत आशिल्ले तशें एकठांय येतलें. म्हणून चड उलयना. म्हाकाय बी भूक लागल्या. देव बरें करूं.
माननीय मुख्यमंत्री, माननीय आमचे NRI कमिशनर, माननीय बाब कार्लुश, बाब सायमन, हांगा आमचे माननीय आदले आमदार आहा, आतांचे आमदार आहा, मोगाळ अभिनंदन बांदो. I must congratulate Simon. He may be simple Simon, but whatever Simon does in royal style. Congratulations. And I wish you all the best. I always wished you best. Many of you may be thinking that Simon is the only founder of Global Goan Association. No. Right now he is holding 3 hats. He was appointed as a NRI Global Goan Cell Chairman. We had formed NRI Global Goan Chamber of Commerce and Industry in 2015. And he didn't sit idle. We had prepared a special petition to the Supreme Court to ask for the voting rights for NRIs. At that time, I remember in 1991, you were not there at that time, when I brought many policies. One of them was employment policy. And in that employment policy, there were 4 or 5 corporations. One was non-resident Goan corporation. And at that time, the figures which I had, because I was the labor minister also, was around 2.5 lakh Goans were in the Gulf. Another 2.5 lakhs of Goan were there all over the world. There are around 5 lakh. Today the number might have gone higher. And Simon took a petition from Goan. It was prepared by Advocate Zillman Coel Pereira, and it was filed by one of the best advocate of the country, Kapil Sibal. He was a dear friend of mine, so I requested Kapil Sibal to this, and there was another advocate who was helping, Tamta. Of course, it was clubbed with other petitions, and the Supreme Court, as per the assurance given by the Government of India, has given the order in favor of this petition.
1st November 2022.
So you please, Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable this, you can take it up with the Government of India. I will not take much time because my friend, Advocate Carlos Alvarez Ferreira, and thereafter you have given a detailed this about NRIs, about dual citizenship. But let me say only one thing. As a Goan, and especially those who were born before 19 December 1961, we are really privileged.
That is more important.
I don't think those who were born in UK, I mean under the British time in India or any other this, Goans were regarded as the citizens of Portugal. And it is because of that, those who register, they automatically get the citizenship. And one thing we must understand in the international relations, especially after when Europe came together, it is the international citizenship a Goan will have if he is registered in Portugal. So it is a rare this, and I think I should not be taken wrongly, Honorable Chief Minister. This is a time we must think out of the box. There was one time they were saying you are pro-Portuguese, you are anti this and all that. But today, if you are holding a Portuguese citizenship, the Portuguese citizenship is a gateway to the world, gateway especially to Europe. And especially today, when we have got so many talented young people in Goa who are unemployed, we cannot provide them employment. So the Goa government can be a facilitator. Your corporation can be a facilitator. If Pondicherry can have dual citizenship, why can't Goans have a dual citizenship? It was an understanding with the Government of India and Government of France that a citizen of India in Pondicherry is voting in India as well as voting in France. And today I must proudly say, I had an ambition to visit many places in the world before I die. I still have got few places to visit, but I have seen a lot of places. And I can proudly say that Goans, wherever they have gone, they have done better than the citizens of that area. We may not have given a Prime Minister of India, but Goans have given a Prime Minister of Portugal. And our Prime Minister went to, he's a son of Margaon, went and gave him an OCI card to Prime Minister of Portugal, Costa. We may not have produced more than 3 MPs in the Parliament, but UK, they have produced more than 3 MPs of Goan origin in UK, and therefore maybe Mr. Simon wants to have a conference down there. We have got a MP in Australia. We have got MPs in so many places. So I feel at this time that this dream of dual citizenship, in fact, I had written to the earlier prime ministers, and every time they never said no. They said, we are looking into the matter. But that is a political jargon. Very soon, shortly, I will look into the matter, you know. But I think, Honorable Chief Minister, I know it is not in your hands. It is not in the hands of the state. It's not a state subject. It's a central subject. But you can convince the Prime Minister And you can take Goa. I'm happy that you have not written NRI Global Goan Association, because we had enough of NRIs. We have got exclusively Goan Global Association. Because if you say NRI, the Prime Minister will think of NRIs all over the country. But as a Goan, since we have got this privileged position, having the opportunity of getting the citizenship of Portugal just merely registering our name, we cannot do that in UK, or you cannot do that in other countries. There are many people in this country, in the state, who have already registered, but they don't want to mention, because I remember one minister once said, if he is a citizen of Portugal, his properties must be taken away. I mean, this sort of a vindictive attitude sometimes is not good. And therefore, they are not mentioning that they are registered in Portugal. But we should not blame them, because they can go there, and wherever they have gone, they have got the best jobs, and they are bringing that money. So it's a money order economy is coming back to Goa. So I will only request you today that if you want, all of us will come with you to Delhi. In fact, you have got the diaspora over here for that global, NRI Global Goans Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and we had much more countries. So we will be there with you. And remember, if you give us the dual citizenship, we will be there voting for you also. Once again, giving me this opportunity. And once again, Simon, congratulations. Our best wishes to you. We are there always with you, and we will be continuing to be with you. Thank you.
Is there anybody else who would like to express your thoughts?
Good afternoon, everybody. And I will take only 2 minutes, and I request you to just let me know once 2 minutes are done. Now, welcome, and I'd just like to say, that's my son, and he's heard my voice now, so sorry for that. Yes, he is hungry as well, and so am I. But thank you, Simon, for giving us this opportunity. Thank you, Advocate Carlos, for explaining and giving us a detailed explanation of what and how things should be. Now, to our Honorable CM, I'd like to tell you, we, as the younger, fresher lot of working Goans, you can see we've got such young children, and we get them here to meet their grandparents, Amitanka Konkani Shikoitat. So after this entire pleasant afternoon that we've had, I'd like you to say your famous words to us as UK Goans or Global Goans or OCI passport holders or Portuguese passport holders that Amka Biupachi Garaz Na. Come on, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, anyhow, on request, Pakistan OCI Global Goan Association ह्या सगळ्या जाणांक भिवपाची गरज ना.
Thank you so much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite the Director Administration of the Global Goan Association, Ms. Tina Costa, to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Anancia. देव बरो दीस तुमकां सगल्यांक आनीक आर्गां दिता आमच्या सुर्गींच्या बापाक सुरवात सावन ते आयज मेरेन आनी हाचे फुडें दुनिया देवाचो आशिर्वाद सदांच आसतलो ह्या संस्थेचेर हें हांव खात्रीन म्हणटा. Today is not just about a launch. It's about the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter where each one of us plays a vital role in shaping the destiny of our community. Our hearts are full of gratitude to so many of you who have been and will continue to be a part of this journey. माचेर बसलेल्या आमच्या मनेस्तांक मुखेल सोयरे मुख्यमंत्री श्री प्रमोद बाब सावंत, मानदिक सोयरे NRI कमिशनर ॲडव्होकेट नरेंद्र सवायकर, खास सोयरे आनी कीनोट स्पीकर आल्दोंचो MLA ॲडव्होकेट कार्लोस आल्वारेस फरेरा. तुमी वेळ काडून हांगा आयले म्हूण कालसंतान आमी देव बरें करूं म्हणटा. तुमचीं उतरां आमचे भितर रिकोन उरतलीं. दुबावना तुमचो आदार आनी तेंको जसो आतां आमकां तुमी दिला हाचे फुडें आसतलो म्हूण आमी विश्वास दवरता. आनी ही येवजण आख्ख्या संवसाराच्या कोणशांनी पावोवंक तुमचो आदार सदांच आसतलो म्हूण आमी विश्वासी रावतलीं. तशेंच ग्लोबल गोवन असोसिएशनाचो उद्योग श्री सायमन डिसिल्वा जाचे सोपोन जे तांचे मनान किल्ललें तें आयज फुल्लें आनी आनिकूय परसोळटलें तुमच्या आदारान. Simon, you work tirelessly. I know for the last 2 years you have been working really hard to transform this vision into reality. And we feel so proud to be a part of this association. Thank you for making us all part in this. And to all the dignitaries of the days, MLAs, ministers, ex-MLAs, ex-ministers present here, thank you for coming and being part of our celebration. Sanyo, our dear Sanyo, my dear friend, thank you and to your wonderful troupe for dedicating that beautiful song, Kitle Sobit Goa Amche, to all our Goans and Goa. Kite munao. You have been the backbone and a strong pillar to Simon to take this mission forward, and he will ever be grateful to you. And we wish, Simon, I know you're watching right now, we wish you were here. You tried so hard to be here. Till the last moment, 4:30 a.m. our Indian time, he was at the airport trying to get onto a flight to be here. Sanyu, we miss you. I know you're not there physically, but mentally you're there with us, and your good wishes are always there. Thank you. Gasper Crasto also worked tirelessly as a team until last hope of taking the flight, and he also couldn't. So Gasper, thank you. I know you're in Kuwait and watching us right now. We know your heart is very much here. Morgan Viegas, thank you. Yeah. So we need to give him a round of applause because he has been performing for 1.5 hours, keeping us in good spirit. So thank you, Morgan. And of course, we're going to have Olaf coming next. So I'm sure all of you are waiting for him. So thank you, Olaf and Morgan. A big thank you to our sponsors, well-wishers, committee members who have backed this cause financially. Your support keeps us motivated in our effort to strengthen this platform. To our global Goans from different countries around the world, thank you for coming personally. And those who couldn't make it, thank you for voluntarily accepting to be part of this and aiding us to carry this mission forward. To our families, friends, acquaintances who have come here and are watching us online, we thank you for your presence. Our gratitude to the media, each one of you, you are the bridge that connects us to people, and we sincerely appreciate your presence. Also, thanks to our bankers, Axis Bank, to Auditor Dattaraj Pavaskar, and web designer Codrix Solutions. Thank you so much for your support. We are grateful to the staff of Hotel Fidalgo and especially Miguel Lobo. Thank you. You never said no to any of our requests, but pushed to accommodate our requirements. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, Savio Mergulha, for the sound. Matthew Lopez for live streaming the event. Krishnan Naik of Space Advertising for the banner. Pradeep Rai for photography. Thank you so much. Bayanusia, thank you for adding a touch of charm to this occasion. Friends, this is our beginning. The journey is long, Let's join our hands to make it a seamless one. Together, let's forge a path forwards towards a stronger, more connected Goan community. Ani ek paut, soglyang amche word dinwas, a big God bless, Dev bore karo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we now have the heartthrob of Goa, the singing sensation, performing here for us this afternoon. Please put your hands together as loud as possible for Olav. Come on, put your hands together. Thank you.
I'll take you. Welcome.